Buongiorno. Buongiorno. We're back.
We're back in the stew.
Y'all have been waiting for this.
We're back after a brief week hiatus. I
2
contracted
weeks.
some.
No, actually, no, same week.
Yeah,
Different day.
Different day. Thursday, bitch. Yeah.
Well,
so thank you for your patience.
That's right. I'm Onyx on Dicks.
I am Franco. Still have a burn on my finger for when I burnt myself on my teacup last name.
Was the tea too hot?
It was too hot, honey.
Oh, honey, did you spill it?
The tea, I didn't spill it, but I almost did. That shit hurt. Oh my god.
Oh,
it hurt bad. It was like it was like blistering and everything. It was bad.
Have you ever sat on a glue gun?
Satin on a glue gun.
To sit on a glue gun.
I have never sat on a glue gun.
That shit is hot.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, they're not
cheeks
playing.
Shut.
That's right. Ooh.
No one's getting.
I was hot gluing my ass cheeks together. And then whatever.
Oh, I'm sure you guys missed
We're
us
getting
so
into it. We're
much.
getting into it.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, a lot has gone on in these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, a lot has gone on.
I got my
it?
lips done.
You did. Look at those.
You hear that?
These fucking cocksucking lips.
These big old fucking cocksucking lips.
They
You
look
better
good.
hide your pee-pees, because I'm coming.
Hide your pee-pees.
I will say, though, some of the filler has set in this lip, like a little, like, see when I smile, this, like, one part sticks out.
There's too juicy, babe.
Yeah, I don't know if that's normal.
Probably.
I don't know if that's normal.
You injected a foreign substance into your face, so
My body's just really bad at healing. Like, it's really, I heal everything very slow, and it's always something's wrong.
Well, healing doesn't happen in a straight line, so.
What does that even mean?
It's like a saying, like like hurt, like emotional pain doesn't happen in a straight line.
That's a different type of healing, honey.
Yeah, that was a joke.
Healed. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Whoa, tell another. Speaking of healing, Taylor Swift. Swing
of healing
and a miss.
We can talk about the tortured poets department.
The only people that are tortured are my ears.
All right.
Listening.
You go
that
first.
album.
You go first. Initial thoughts.
I feel as though I'm gonna start off with this. So high school, pussy.
We're gonna save that. We could save that for songs that have taken over our life segment.
Taken over my life.
Let's start with that. Actually,
yeah.
Because we have the same one.
So that song has taken over my life, and I wish the whole album sounded like that. And instead of this weird, like, every song sounds the same, and every song sounds like it was a song written for, like, the past 3 albums that maybe didn't make it.
Yeah. And
I think for good reason, maybe those songs didn't make it.
Yeah.
I like the Post Malone one, and So High School, and the rest I really am okay without.
Like I said a couple podcasts ago when we were talking about Taylor Swift's songwriting, basically a lot of this album, it's like a lot of this album is a lot of stuff I don't like about new Taylor Swift, because it's like these unnecessarily complicated sentence structures, these dumb words that like don't need to be there. Like, there's a lot of stupid lyrics, but I feel like a lot of them are kind of taken out of context. Like, some of them are stupid, but like they're not, like, I've heard worse, but it's just like I'll be enjoying a song and like, what's the one song I like, But Daddy I Love Him. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is fun. And then, like, in the bridge, she's like, and then there's the sanctimonious soliloquies that they're bequeathing upon me. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, girl, shut up. It's so stupid.
Put down
like,
the Macbeth, bitch.
Seriously, it's like,
and
we
pick
don't
up a Teen Vogue.
This.
That's
See,
what I'm
what I
looking for.
did, like, when I first listened through it, I was like, okay, it's like not as bad as the leaks are saying, but whatever. And then I just got so bored. So what I ended up doing, excuse me, Jesus,
farted
I'm
right
allergic
into the
to
podcast.
shitty songwriting. No, I'm kidding. But I made a playlist of all of the songs out of the 31 that I like, and then the rest.
How many were on there?
15 out of 31.
Not bad.
Yeah, and I like it more now because I made it.
Oh, right.
Because it's just like some of the songs, I was like, yeah, a lot of these sound like folklore rejects. a lot of them sound like Midnight's demos that just...
We were saying this in the car that
like,
Taylor will release everything.
Any and everything.
Everything. Where I think, you know...
Because she can.
She can, and then, but this is like, Grammys are obviously rigged, the Oscars are rigged, all of it's political, none of it is actually things that deserve anything. But if this album goes up for anything, like, we obviously already know, but like, then I'll really know.
Even
like,
Midnight's
you can't
was
ridiculous,
like, to win.
That was crazy.
Over... SOS by SZA, which is like, I believe, still breaking records like years after release, like
one of the best albums in the past couple years, and they're like
they couldn't resist. They couldn't, because she took over every other aspect of the world that year, so they were like, well, I guess we gotta go. But if you really look at her track record of albums of the year, it's like the last 3 deserved it. It's like Fearless, obviously at the time was the best album at the time. 1989 was the biggest album ever, and Folklore was the biggest album ever, and then Midnight's. Why?
It did not have the same cultural impact
at all. What was on that album that was everywhere? Antihero, I guess.
That one and fucking Karma, but like, I don't.
No, Swifties. Listen, we all know I've been a Swiftie since the grip. I've been there from the beginning. Sometimes we really have to like let the weapons down and be like, she needs to just go on a break, a creative break. She's doing too much. It's uninspired. She needs Jack Antonoff to go do something else. Aaron Dessner, I guess, can go do something else. She just needs to like not do all of this stuff. It's what I said before. It's all of the like accolades she got from Folklore, all of that like songwriting stuff. It's just so amplified all over this album, but like so boring.
Yeah, and the thing about like Folklore and even like you know, even like Fearless and stuff, those are complete rebrands. Like those were like concepts. Like she did it was a whole thing. Yeah, it was a lot more than just the music, where this one is not. It's just not that great of. Yeah. It's none of that too.
And it's too, especially because it's 31 songs. It's like impossible for it to be
I'm
cohesive.
Not listening to the whole thing.
I'm
just not. I say
there are
literally
songs on
one
there
song
that I really, really do like, but they get lost in the ocean
in the
of
songs.
You know, like because So High School. It's just like, if she made an album that sounded like this weird like early 2000s rom-com teen movies type of stuff, because that's kind of the vibe it gives me. Like, it's so good. You know that sound suits her so well.
I need like an Avril Lavigne style, and I think she could do it.
I feel like she could
so.
Pull
High
it off.
School,
Yeah.
if you turned up, made it a little heavier, would have been fucking pussy, bitch.
And people are kind of shitting on the lyrics of that song. I'm like, that's one of the better.
That's one of the better ones, because it feels like a Taylor Swift song too. Like, I need her to team up with Pale Waves, get Avril, get all the girls.
People are kind of shitting on "Touch Me While Your Boys Play Grand Theft Auto." I'm like, no, that's a good lyric.
No,
that's
I like that.
It takes me. I see it. You're a teenage girl with your boyfriend while they're playing video games, and he's like sneakily like touching your ass. He's fingering your pussy, touching your boobs. You know, I see.
he's fingering my pussy while you're beating a grandma to death.
You're shooting a family of 12 in Grand Theft Auto. No, I see the vision.
But it takes me back to getting my pussy fingered.
Yeah, I appreciate those aspects, but then all that other crap where it's just like, whatever. There's really nothing else to be said besides like, girl, just take a break.
Take the L.
And she's not going to, because there's still 2 re-releases that need to come out, which I'm like not excited about. I'm not excited. Before we close the chapter on this Taylor Swift segment, this is what I will say. When she re-releases her first album, her country album, if she doesn't have the most obnoxious country twang on it, you can keep it. Taylor, you can keep it. If you don't pretend to be from Kentucky when that album comes out, you can keep it to yourself.
I want cowboy hats. I want boots.
I want
straw.
I want Tim McGraw.
Cattle.
I want all that. That's what I want from you, young
lady.
That's
the one with I took a shot. I made a
you might think. No, that's Fearless.
That's a good song.
You might think I'm bulletproof, but I'm not. Yeah, but before this turns into that's Tell Me Why.
Tell Me Why.
Yeah, Tell Me Why on Fearless.
When I was in Tennessee, I was listening to that.
Hell yeah.
That goes,
Likely
that
place
story
to
goes
do
nowhere.
it.
I felt like I feel the vibes here.
Well, Fearless was like a triumph because it was like she just randomly made country music super palatable for like young girls, for like the general population, and like
when did that come out? 2008?
something like that.
I remember I did a
like
speech in high school about why Lady Gaga's better than Taylor Swift.
I'm
I
sure
did a lot of
there's arguments
speeches
there.
in high school
Yeah,
about
yeah.
various things.
After I came out
Via speech.
I made another speech. It was the same speech.
It was the same speech. But yeah, that was also the time. I remember it was like Born This Way era.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
understandable.
We were feeling gay, honey.
Yeah, we really were.
We were being gay.
And now that we're talking about Lady Gaga, something that I need to stop happening.
Tread lightly, my friend.
Oh, I'm treading. Every time a new artist comes out that isn't boring, I guess. Well, it's boring to me, but whatever. Every time there's like a new, fresh, new face on the scene that's like making waves, you people need to stop saying this is the new Lady Gaga. Unless it really is, because it never is. And it ruins the experience for me because I go into it listening, expecting the greatest thing since fucking white bread, Chapel Roan.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about Miss Chapel Roan.
And I quote, the most exciting thing to happen to pop music since Lady Gaga's debut. I'm like, are we talking about a different Lady Gaga?
Where's the egg?
Yeah, are we talking about a
Lady
different
Gaga
Lady Gaga?
again?
What are you talking about?
This goes back to my issue with the Taylor Swift album. Lady Gaga is an experience.
Thank
it is
you.
not just music.
Chapel Roan is not an experience.
No,
it's
Chapel
a
Roan
lesbian
is,
who watches Drag Race.
Yeah.
That's what that is. That's the experience.
She said, "I'm gonna look like Jinx Monsoon."
Yeah, and the music, it's not even that. It's like
there's that one song I think is absolute puss puss.
The new song is good.
I like
we talked about that. Yeah,
but this
I do
is the
like
thing.
that
I saw
song.
this video of her, and this really turned me off because she literally is like stealing from drag queens in ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like her saying on the mic at Coachella, "I'm your favorite artist's favorite artist."
No,
is a
you're not.
ripoff of Sasha Colby's tagline is "I'm your favorite drag queen's favorite drag queen."
Well, exactly.
And like, so Chapel, you definitely are watching Drag Race seasons 1 through 16 on repeat.
It's
don't be
clear.
like saying shit like that. Like, I don't know. Like, unless you can say that though if you say like, as the great Sasha Colby says, or something like, I don't know. Just like, don't. I feel like pop culture, especially like pop divas, steal so much shit from drag queens already.
For sure.
Like, not, and drag queens are stealing shit from other people.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
like,
it's kind of an endless cycle of theft.
But like, I don't know. It's like
she is very clearly inspired by.
she's very queer coded.
That's the thing. It's like okay, the music is not for me. Like, I'm not gonna talk for 4 hours about slandering this album, but like, for me, it's like, okay, I appreciate when someone like puts effort into their like stuff. It's like she's clearly like putting effort into her brand, and like she's a great singer, so I appreciate that aspect of her.
I don't hate her.
I don't hate her at all. I hate her reception and how people are trying to make me feel about her. That's how I would put it. It's not Lady Gaga. It's never going to be Lady. And this isn't just coming from like a super gay ass person. This is just a fact. It's not anything like debut Lady Gaga.
No,
we probably
but
will
they
never
said
see
the
that
same
in our
thing. Even like with Doja Cat, they're like, "This is Lady Gaga."
No,
Like,
it's not.
no, this is very different.
This is Doja Cat.
This
They're
is
like,
Doja
she's
Cat.
the next Nicki. I'm like, you guys are crazy. I want you to
She's
know
actually
that.
her own thing.
She's just Doja Cat, and that's okay.
And that's actually what it should be. Is, I don't know, like, stop compare. It's the comparison of artists.
But
where it's like two things can exist as once. And only I will say though, our friend Dylan. Hi Dylan.
Shout out Dylan.
Shout out Dylan Weiss.
Last name.
Oh shit.
We'll bleep it.
Well, I mean, we all know.
It's okay.
Okay. Said that Sabrina Carpenter, the song Espresso sounds like white Doja Cat. And it literally, I can't even listen to it anymore.
No, we need to talk about Sabrina Carpenter because this is another person that they're really trying to make happen. She's not like offensively bad. I'm going to say something about Sabrina Carpenter, and this is the truth. Sabrina Carpenter is just Meghan Trainor in a better font.
That is really funny.
That's all it is. This Espresso song, it's a cute song, but it's a Meghan Trainor song. A better Meghan Trainor song, but it's a Meghan Trainor song.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. It's not the greatest thing since Lady Gaga. I just feel like we're so bored with pop stars that anytime anyone does anything above average, we're like, finally, the next Lady Gaga, the next this. I'm like, we're kind of past the prime.
Yeah, we are a little bit. Pop music's dead.
It's really
you heard it here on the G-List Celebrities podcast.
You heard it here. I feel like I can't even think of like the last true pop act that has like really shaken the world for like real reasons and not like marketing reasons.
Ready? I'm gonna read off. Oh my god. Okay, read off. You know what you should do? Okay, read off your in your saved playlist.
Okay.
Your first 5 songs
That I saved?
that are saved in like your like songs.
Do on repeat.
Oh, what do you have on repeat?
Type on repeat and then it'll be your playlist.
Oh my god. Okay, so right now I have Knock Yourself Out XD by Porter Robinson. That song is good.
You love Porter Robertson.
I love Porter Robinson. No, he's kind of going in this pop punk era.
I'll give it a listen.
Then I have Growing Pains, Ethel Cain, off her first EP.
Oh,
That shit is sad, bitch.
Is that the one?
It's
with
because I was in Pittsburgh and I was like, this is such Ethel Cain vibes here.
That's the one that has a Misuse O on it, right? Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, like the
Yep. And like antlers and stuff. Then I have Heaven by Warrant.
How does that go?
Heaven isn't too far away.
Oh, okay.
It's like an 80s
boomer mom music.
And then I also,
What is that?
oh, this is a fucking mess.
Mine's so boring.
I also have Bop, as we mentioned in this podcast, but the Busted remix.
Oh, of course. Mine number 1 is So High School by Taylor Swift. The song Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. Club Classics by Charlie XCX.
Period, bitch.
Down Bad by Taylor Swift. And then this was a different one. Art by Tyla. You listen to Tyla at all?
No.
She's the one who sings that water song where it's like, make me sway, make me hot. Yeah, she released an album. I don't know what compelled me to listen to it. It's actually really good. But yeah, there's a song there called Art that I really like, so I've been listening to that.
And I have one that I have to go to a different app to listen to. I've been playing Charlie XCX. Can you hear me, honey?
Is that really need you need me?
Can you hear me?
Can you imagine a world? Imagine a world where XCX World was out in the actual real world and not saved in our phone.
The scape of the Mount Rushmore would look a little different.
It really would.
The ocean would be lower. Global warming wouldn't exist.
It really is so good.
It is so good.
Yeah, that song specifically is so
but
good.
It's so hard to listen to it because it's sometimes you find it on weird Google Drives. It gets
so
taken
annoying. I feel
down.
like I'm like breaking into the main
But the
frame.
fact that she plays it at her concerts.
Such a troll.
She is such a troll. And remember she ended with Taxi. After her last song, Taxi went right on.
Which, hot take, that's not even the best song on that album.
No, it's Can You Hear Me?
It is. That's period. What's the other one that I
Because as I gulp down this nut, the best Charlie XCX.
Oh, coconut water.
I'm drinking coconut water. Charlie XCX, she can make a club banger, yes.
For sure.
But Charlie XCX can really fuck up a ballad, bitch.
I love a collapse Charlie song.
She can, oh my God.
Official?
Oh.
Official's good.
Party for You, the end of Party for You used
triumph.
to send me
Yeah.
into the ether. It was like, remember during COVID?
Yeah.
I remember just being in my room where we'd probably be on the phone. It was 6 a.m.
Yeah, we would be on the phone
harvesting
for a
my
solid
Animal Crossing
16 hours. Yeah. We really used to just wake up during COVID. I'd be like, I would call you at whenever I woke up, which was like 7 p.m.
Bitch, no, you really used to. Franco used to literally probably go to bed at like 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And then you'd wake up at like.
My schedule, we're talking like peak COVID, like when nobody was doing anything,
like
leaving
down
the house.
bad.
Like I would stay up playing video games until truly 11 o'clock in the morning, fall asleep, wake up at like 8 p.m., call Onyx until like 6 o'clock in the morning, and just like rinse and repeat. Like,
and me and Dylan would just make lists.
okay, we really did. We really did just like make lists. We're like, okay, so top 5 Carly Rae Jepsen songs, or top 20 Carly Rae Jepsen songs.
Let's rate Lady Gaga's discography from the beginning.
I think I still have those in my notes.
We had some crazy.
Those were
Yeah,
fun
we used to do
times.
a lot of lists, a lot of brackets.
Oh, I loved the brackets. We got to bring those back.
We watched a lot of Degrassi.
We did watch Degrassi, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. My
You know what I
favorite
hate?
episode is still. Wait, what do you hate?
No, you go ahead.
My favorite episode is still the episode where what's his name tries coke for the first time.
Who
What's her
tries
name
coke?
gets addicted to coke.
Who?
The guy who's in a band with the. I remember
Oh,
none of the.
Craig gets addicted to coke.
Craig gets addicted to coke.
Oh my God, I forgot
but
about
Taking
that.
Back Sunday is in the episode too.
I remember that episode.
And he's like, I love
Manny catches him doing coke.
Yeah, Manny catches him doing coke, and then they play "Make Damn Sure" together.
Iconic. like something that like annoys me is like sometimes you'll be like, I feel like it's natural to be like, oh, I kind of miss some aspects of quarantine because like there was nice parts about
There
it.
was a solace.
There was a solace to it, but then, like sometimes you'll say that and they'll be like, "Oh, really? Well, some people didn't have it as good as you. Some of us still had to go to work. A lot of people died." I'm like, "You shut up, you miserable bastard! Just shut up." People are so
Bitch.
miserable all the time.
And it was pretty bad. I was like, bitch,
It was bad, but, like, it was bad for
sold
everybody.
some disgusting videos to make
As you
money
should.
back then.
like I was unemployed too. Like, go fuck yourself.
And like, did I think I was gonna die every day? Yes. I remember my brother like went to the grocery store and be like, you better bleach those
Literally.
outside before you bring those.
Like I drank the
contaminated things in
COVID
here."
Kool-Aid so bad. Like I remember I would sit in my backyard and be like, "What if there's particles in the backyard that are
yeah.
floating into my lungs?"
Yeah. Well,
I'm
it
gonna
really
die.
was like
They really had us scared for a second.
because you were in Philly. I went to my parents' house.
I was in South Philly at the beginning, which is so psycho.
That's where we are right now.
Hello.
Yeah, it was. Now that we know that the world didn't end, it's nice to have
To
a little bit of
reflect.
nostalgia about
Yeah,
it.
that's totally normal.
Because I kind of liked it. I was like, nice thing is no one's working, bitch. We're all just chilling.
Yeah, well, it's apparently some people, the people who were working, will not let you know. They will let you know that they were still working. They will let you know. They're like, I risked my life every single day. I'm like, you were actually 18 years old with the immune system of a newborn child.
Yeah.
You were fine. Fucking relax.
When I
Like,
was at my parents' house, I literally was like, I'm going to get sick and kill my parents.
okay. Yeah, I remember
Okay.
like when Thanksgiving rolled around, my family was like, "Are you coming?" I was like, "No, I don't want to kill my grandma." Like it was like shit like that. Like
And like then like some people, COVID really was a weird
fucking
test
ride.
of the morality of people around you.
yeah,
Like you remember like a lot of gays are still having like crazy like parties in
Orgies.
secret and
Yeah.
orgies.
I mean, hey, we all lived, didn't we? Well, I guess
Well,
not
not
actually. Yeah, not
everyone.
everyone.
Not
I actually
everybody.
never got COVID.
Really?
Never, not even once. Every time I get sick, I check just to see if it ever will happen to me. No.
I've had COVID I think 5 times.
The
The first time I had it though, like this only happened once, is when my taste and smell went away.
I would kill myself.
And it really like completely went away. Like
That-
I remember eating food and I would just eat things for texture.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It really was a nightmare.
That happened to my mom right before she went on vacation. She like got COVID like a year or two ago, and it like went away, but she still had lost her taste. Imagine going to like Mexico on vacation, but you can't taste anything.
Bitch, I would end it all.
That would suck. But you know her, she doesn't give a fuck. She's as long as the sun is out.
You know, I realized as you get older, your senses diminish.
They do.
Including taste and smell. Like I eat like the spiciest foods now, where I used to not.
Damn dog.
What a great story.
No, I've always had horrible eyesight, but my color blindness has gotten worse for sure.
Your colorblindness. Oh, bitch, it's so funny. This bitch will like call us sometimes and be like, "Hey, can you tell me what color this is?"
Literally, I'll send pictures of like something I'm drawing or painting. I'm like, can you guys let me know if this is blue or like turquoise? Like, it's bad, yo. Like, it's
bad.
really bad. Like,
You know,
and
you
it's
can't
only
have it
getting worse.
all.
Can't be a pilot. Can't be a surgeon. There goes both of my dreams crushed.
Good thing you quit your job.
Oh my god, I did quit my job.
Yeah, everyone, congratulations, Franco.
Please congratulate
quit
me.
their fucking
And now that I
job.
have quit, I can say where I worked. I worked at fucking GoPuff. GoPuff.
Here we go,
GoPuff. If you
honey.
are listening, I still might need you as a reference, so thank you. But if you're not using me as a reference, go fuck yourself. It was the worst 3 years of my life. Screw you. Anyone who goes and buys stuff from GoPuff, just know that shit sucks. That company is ran by frat dudes who has no idea what the hell they are doing.
I used to do coke with. I used to. We can leave that in. I used to do drugs with the owner of the company back in college. I used to know him.
Well, he can go fuck himself.
Have you ever met him?
I don't know. Maybe they treat you like dirt when you work in the actual warehouse. So,
but it gets.
That's all that coke.
Oh yeah, it gets to you so fast.
It does. But no, literally, what happened was like, okay, so I'm graduating in like 2 or 3 weeks, and I was at work. And it just gets to a point where I'm just like dragging my feet along. I'm like on my phone begging to be fired and no one's firing me. They're still telling me I'm this great employee. I'm like, you guys must be hypnotized because I have not done a single bit of work in this building in like a year, honestly, but whatever. So I'm begging to be fired, not doing shit. And so there was one day, I don't know what compelled me to actually do work. I had to like dump out a bunch of like rotten milk for like literally 30 minutes because GoPuff loves to buy a million things and throw it all out because no one buys all this weird shit they buy, like the bizarre milk that they had, whatever. So I'm like dumping the milk and I'm with my friend and I'm looking at my friend. I literally look at her and I say, there are people who remove hearts from other people's bodies and put them in other people and they live. Like they save lives, and I'm here dumping milk down a drain.
Yeah,
I can't do this anymore. So I left I had like a mental episode. I left work that day. I called my boss and I was like, "Hey, are you busy?" He was like, "Well, I'm on my honeymoon." I was like, "Oh. Well, I'm quitting." So yeah, and I did.
Sometimes though, that's good though. It's good.
I kind of had to force it to happen.
But like, I feel like my dad gave me this advice once, and he said, if you're working a job or doing something, and if you like it 55% of the time, that's enough to stay. Yeah. He's like, no one's going to love their job 100%. But, sometimes you do have to work just to get by. But if you're able to quit.
Because, like, I was really only staying just because I was, like, supporting myself while in school and, like, obviously paying my bills. But it's like, okay, this is almost done. Like, school is almost done forever. I don't want to be like one of those people who graduates and just stays trapped at the job that they were working at. Like, if I don't force myself to, like, take a step forward, even if I don't have anything lined up, it's like I'm not gonna ever leave. Like,
yeah, you gotta take that big boy step.
So I'm enjoying unemployment for now.
Unemployment's pussy, bitch.
Yeah, I haven't been unemployed in like 3 years. So
drag is sometimes that
a little bit, yeah.
But you can collect unemployment.
That's true. I should probably get on that.
Bitch, you can get food stamps. You can get the tea.
Get it all. Okay, wait. You know what I haven't forgot about that I said I'm going to bring up on the podcast?
What are you going to bring up on the podcast?
That fucking pharmacist
at
CVS. When I tell you I was ready to kill that young man with my bare hands. I saw this tweet. It was like, why are pharmacists all 21-year-olds now? They're supposed to be old dudes. I'm like, you guys are so fucking right. So let me really tell this story as quickly as possible because I don't want to get too angry and destroy your house.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that.
So I go to pick up Claritin D because I was sick. And you need an ID to buy Claritin D. So I go to the thing. And he's already clearly like in a little gay little mood. He was like a twinky little 21-year-old pharmacist. Here's the thing. I usually don't give like customer service people crap for whatever, but you're a pharmacist.
It's just not true.
Whatever.
But we'll talk about that later.
You're a pharmacist. You're making pharmacy money. You're definitely making more money than me. So I reserve the right to get snippy with you if you're being a douchebag. So I'm like, okay, let me get this, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, ID. I was like, oh, okay. So I pull out my passport. Just so everyone is aware on this podcast. A passport is a government issued ID. It functions as a driver's license, as an ID card under the law. It is an identification card. Okay. So I hand it to him. He says, do you have an actual ID? I have to scan it. I said, no, I don't, but it's a government issued ID, so it should work. He's like, I don't know. So he clearly just doesn't want to deal with having to type it in. So he's looking around all miserable, like, oh, I don't know what to do. But he knows what to do because he starts typing it in. So he starts typing it in. It takes like a little second. He's like, address, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, okay. So he's just like miserably standing there, like giving me all this attitude about my fucking ID, my legal ID that he is legally bound to use because it's a fucking legal ID. He's like, okay, cool. So he hands it back to me and he says, next time, make sure you bring like a real ID. And I was like, oh, why? Like, because it didn't work. He was like, no, it works. He was like, no, it works, but it just takes a really long time, and I should be on lunch right now.
Mic drop, bitch.
I literally was like, so it works, and I'm allowed to use it. He was like, yeah. I was like, it's a government issued ID, so I'm gonna use it next time because it's an ID. It doesn't really matter if you want to do it or not. Are you out of your mind? Next time, next time, make sure you have a real ID. I have a real ID, you lazy fuck. It takes you what, 5 more minutes to type it in? And if you're not on lunch, whose fault is that? Am I your manager? No. Be mad at your manager or be mad at yourself because you have shitty fucking time management skills. Don't give me crap. Next time you're going to get the... Bitch, I might come in here with an even worse ID. I'll come in with a birth certificate.
A social security card.
Next time, make sure you have an ID because it takes really long and we should be on lunch right now. Then go on lunch. Then go get lunch. Then don't take me as a customer. Don't tell me what to do with my ID, you freak. Go fuck yourself. I was on the phone with you when that happened too.
God,
I was like, did you hear that? I was like, I really wanted to turn back around and be like, first of all, who the fuck are you talking? I was about to be like, you know what? Let me talk to your manager, actually. I was about to go full Karen. Where is your manager?
You know what this was turning into? You ever see the Delta Work podcast?
No, Delta Work would agree with me. Delta Work would agree with me.
Let's get Delta Work on here.
Delta Work,
what do you think?
If you can hear me, tell me that's not the craziest thing you've ever heard. I would understand if I came in with like a student ID. That's not a real ID. That doesn't work.
No.
You can't use that. I'm giving you...
No, it's a passport is honestly harder to obtain than an actual identification card.
It's the law. Even when I try to buy something else, like let's say I have to buy cigarettes or something from 7-Eleven. There have been times where like I have to buy something that involves an ID at like 7-Eleven to be like, oh no, we can't do that. I literally say, yes, you can. Well, and I know you can.
Okay, you can't use an ID to fly out of the country, but you can use a passport to leave the country.
I hate when like they try to talk to you like you're stupid. They're like,
that's like $2 bills too. Yeah, a little different.
They're like, oh, it doesn't work because we can't scan it. I'm like, it doesn't matter if you can scan it or not. It's a legal ID.
There's definitely a button you can press.
There is. Then there always is. They end up doing it. Like you're just being lazy and you're wasting both of our time. Scan my fucking ID, type in my fucking ID number, and we can go about our day.
Well, there goes our CVS sponsorship.
Fuck you, CVS, and you stupid little Twinkie pharmacist. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck CVS
so
and fuck
miserable.
Twinks.
Seriously, I'm like, go be mad at like your fucking manager. That made me so mad for like 2 days. Next time.
2 days. That was like a week.
It was a week. Next time, make sure you have an actual ID. It is an actual ID, you fucking miserable bastard. Go get fucked. You dork. Eat a sandwich before you go to work if you're that mad about being that hungry. We're all hungry. You make more money than me. Go buy yourself a nice sandwich.
Was it at the pharmacy counter?
It was at the pharmacy counter.
Oh, so it wasn't even at the checkout.
No, and literally...
Those pharmacists make a shit ton of money.
They make a shit ton of money. I'm like, you have some fucking
legal drug dealers,
honey. And here's another layer to that story. I'm clearly, because I was like peak when I was like really sick. I was clearly so sick, just needed medicine. I was just like, can you just scan my fucking eye? Like, you're really sitting here, you, a medical professional, giving me crap about my fucking ID because it takes you too long to type it in. I could die right now and it'll be your fault. Anyway. That irritated the fuck out of me. Oh my god, I'm getting mad again.
Oh, here we go. Okay, we'll move on. Yeah. What got me mad this week? Oh god, I can't even talk about it.
Use a different ID.
There'll be no next time.
There really won't. I almost called my psychiatrist and be like, "Can you get me a different pharmacy? Like these people are fucking miserable."
You can move it yourself. I move mine myself
because these people are fucking miserable. Like, anyway, go ahead.
Oh my god, that was my favorite. I had a very positive pharmacy interaction. I had a very positive. I went to the one down the street from me, and the woman, I was picking up my meds, and they asked, name and birth date. And I was like, my birth date, I said May 21st. And she goes, well, that's mine too. I was like, oh, same birthdays. And she's like, yeah, what are we going to do about that? She was so funny. And the best part is like, I started laughing and she did not.
What are we going to do about that?
What are we going to do about that? I was like, Gemini power. She was like, you said it.
Girl,
and then just turned away, came back with it, said nothing else.
Fucking legend.
I was like, I don't know if I should take these pills.
What are we going to do about that?
What are we going to do about that?
I'm sure she would have let you use a passport.
Yeah, I think I never get ID'd, and which is weird because the drug that I got definitely probably requires an ID.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you guys are giving me
substance.
Literal benzos without even asking who I am. But God forbid I need a fucking Claritin.
You know what I realized? Have you been to the liquor store recently?
Not in a while, no.
I have never in my life been ID'd at a liquor store.
I'm convinced they just don't do it.
Besides in Massachusetts, they're crazy about it. They're like, we're going to need 3 forms of ID if you want this fireball shooter, baby. I would never buy that. I actually don't want people on this podcast to think I would ever buy that.
Fireball
I would
shooters.
never buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've never been ID'd in a liquor store, which honestly really hurts my fucking feelings because...
What are you trying to say?
I was like, literally, I remember going in at 21 being like, bitch, I'm a go in, and they said nothing.
I know, that happened to me too the first time. The first time I turned 21, I was like, time to go buy some wine. They're like, here you go, get out. I was like,
so this whole time
I could have been doing this.
Just walked in here.
I didn't have to like ask homeless people to buy me stuff in high school. But
that was some real shit. I remember, paying homeless people outside of the liquor store to buy me stuff.
Meanwhile, could have gone in there as a 12-year-old.
Have you ever bought anyone underage alcohol?
No, and I never will do that.
I want to, just once, just to do it. Just because I used to really be scheming in high school to get alcohol.
Okay, I feel like the only time I would do that if it was like one of my little cousins or something. Like someone I know. If it's some random troubled youth on the street, it was just like, yeah, we're gonna go get fucking shit faced at the skate park. I'm like, you guys go figure out how you're gonna get your 40s. Like, don't ask me about it. Like,
I just remember thinking about like these like some of these older dudes I used to hang out with in high school, and I'd be like, you got me some vodka, and they'd come back with like a thing of like Rubinoff, and they'd be like, yeah, it's gonna be $50.
You bastard!
I'm thinking it's literally like $12.
See, my friends were degenerates. I never did this because I was like a pussy, but they would just go into wine and spirits. They would just steal them in bottles, steal the bottles and
walk out.
Yeah, and they did it every time. Like they never got caught. Yeah,
wow.
We just kind of cut out the middleman. We're like, we're sick of asking random people. Like, just go and take it.
I wasn't much of a thief in high school.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I was a little bit, but I only steal from big corporations, honey.
Yeah. Okay, you know what's one of my biggest pet peeves? Let's say you're like going out, you're in a group.
I never do that.
Okay. So let's say like you're going to Walmart with your friends or like wherever, and like they're like stealing, which is like not asking you about it. I'm like, okay, I'm not stealing, but if you get caught, we're all in trouble.
You're like, I don't know you all.
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like, that's kind of inconsiderate. If you want to steal from Walmart, do it alone.
I remember my friend Sarah used to literally like load bags up. Like she would literally be like putting in like, let me get this blender real quick.
Literally.
Like you'd be stealing such massive amounts of stuff, and I literally would do the same thing. I'd be like, I'm gonna leave the store and wait for you outside.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, don't incriminate me in this heist.
No, like
during quarantine, like one of my roommates, like we went to like Acme or something to like buy groceries. And like he got like separated from us, and at some point he like came back, and then like a cop comes up to me while I'm checking out, and he's like, do you know that guy? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh well, he just like took a bunch of stuff and like went to his car and put it in there, so it's like stealing. I'm like, are you serious? Like first I didn't tell anyone he was doing. I was like, when we got out, I was like, okay, if you're gonna steal from the grocery store, could you A, let us know, and B, not do that? Like,
yeah,
it's
which
not
is
that
like
serious.
I am all about steal from the rich.
Do
honey.
it. Do
Hop
it.
the turnstile. Steal
Let
from
a
big
bitch know, though,
corporations,
damn.
but let a bitch know.
Like,
it is fucked up when I see people though. Like, I was in the bodega the other day and someone stole something. They ran out. It was a
yeah,
whole
that's
thing.
fucked.
That's fucked up. That's
Yeah.
like people that need that money to live.
Yeah, stealing from small businesses is degenerate behavior.
Yeah, that is truly like jail time.
Yeah.
But like,
you're stealing from
If you're
Walmart, that'll
stealing
be all
from
right.
Walmart, you should be stealing from Walmart.
Yeah, they're stealing from you, Edge. No, CVS is stealing from you. The prices at CVS
is crazy.
Forget the
Crazy.
pharmacy, which I will not be doing. But the pharmacy is a different thing. But the prices, a box of cereal at CVS, not even family size, $9.
That's crazy.
$9 for Raisin Bran.
And and there's less raisins in it now.
Send the asteroid. God, send the asteroid.
When I learned that you can just go to the dollar store to buy batteries,
Or just anything.
you can, or anything, it's the same brands.
And it's
A
also
Kit
much
Kat
cheaper,
at CVS is the same Kit Kat at the dollar store.
but not $400.
No, everything's owned by the same thing. Oh my gosh, that's when, especially with makeup companies, a lot of like high-end makeup companies literally own like, what is it? I think Elf is owned by like Maybelline or something. So it's literally the same things. It's the same things in different packaging.
We're getting
It's crazy.
scammed
We're
so
all
bad.
getting scammed.
We are
We're
really
all getting scammed all
you know
the
what?
time.
Like, I feel like I was talking to you about this on the phone, like not too long ago. It was like, okay, so there's obviously like a lot of things that like we should be protesting, which we are, and that's great. But something that I feel like we're not protesting enough, or like really getting together and being like, are we gonna do anything about this? It's like just the prices of everything. Everyone, they love every time you're like, cereal shouldn't be $9. Here comes some dude out of the woodwork. Well, actually, it's because the economics do this, and if we change the price of one thing, then I don't care.
No,
we did that.
it's too much.
We made up economics. We made up all of that. Fix it, or hire somebody to fix it. The president, fix it. I don't care how the government works. I don't care how laws work. I'm not spending $9.
Don't
on
fuck
cereal.
with my money, bitch.
Don't fuck with my money. It shouldn't cost $1 million to do everything. I should be getting paid more. I shouldn't cost this much to live anywhere. Why have we not all come together to like burn down society?
No, that's like, and I've learned from being freelance, and like, you know, people will be fucking with us. Like, you can fuck with like I have been like sexually harassed. I have been degraded. I've been this, that, and the third. But just don't fuck with my money,
Don't fuck with my money, bitch.
And I am reaching the point. I won't say it on this podcast yet, but I might.
Honestly, you might have to say it on the podcast.
There is somebody who owes me money from a gig I did January 1st.
That is outrageous.
They've paid me about 10% of it. But the thing is that really fucking gags me is they keep saying, I'll give it to you then. I'll give it to you then. I even told them, you obviously don't have the funds right now, obviously. So you can do a payment plan where just send me money every 2 weeks or every week. They said every 2 weeks when they get their paycheck. Great.
That's
comes
ridiculous.
on the 2 weeks. My Venmo's acting up.
I'm sure it is.
So,
I'm sure it is.
So they sent me a Cash App for half the amount that it was. And it is reaching the point where, like, what do you even do? Like, they did fill out a contract. Like, it was a contracted show that we did. So there is a legal document.
You better legally fucking
but it's like,
get on that.
I'm like, I'm honestly reaching the point, like, am I going to have to, like...
What are you, some sort of, like... free labor clown who just does little things for people?
It's another performer where it's like, you know what this is like.
You know what's crazy? And I know damn well that the second they get their paycheck, they're calling up the weed man. They're going to the grocery store. Yeah, they're buying all sorts of CVS. They're going to CVS,
getting cereal,
getting $9 cereal. They got the weed. They're buying the cereal. They're smoking a fucking blunt. They said, "Oh fuck Onyx, bitch! I'm about to watch Netflix."
Like, what can I do? I really am like, and I just remind them. I'm getting it so slow over time. But like, bitch, I'm not made of money.
No, you need to.
Like,
at this point, it's been too long.
It is, and I'm like, what can I do besides like? I haven't said this yet. But I'm like, am I gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna have to like make a post about you? Is that what I threaten you with? Like, it's so dumb. Like, and honestly, don't tell me, because they'd randomly message me and be like, sending it to you soon. And then they just wouldn't.
Don't even do that. Yeah,
why would you even say
send
that?
It to me.
You're obviously not going to. And the time it took, I've sent a Venmo. We've all sent a Venmo. They're quick.
Yeah.
It takes you 2 seconds to do it.
That pisses me off so bad.
Yeah, it pisses me. It literally, like, I'm like, I don't even know what to do about it. I won't name their name yet, but
bitch, we might.
I might have to.
Like, Yeah, owing people money, like you really see people's like true colors when money is involved.
And the thing is, I had
really
to remind
do.
them in the first place. I was like, so you thought you were just never going to pay me.
Exactly.
And I learned
exactly
that the other queen I did the gig with got paid that week.
Okay, so
which is really
now
crazy.
we need to go in there with pitchforks.
Which is really crazy. And I don't know if because I booked this when Dragula was announced. So I don't know if, but she said she got paid through a theater, so it's not even her money. Like,
maybe you should contact the venue.
That's because that was the beginning of it. Was the venue hasn't sent me the check yet. I'm like, I get it.
They can send me the check.
I get it. I like that happens with things that happens, but I don't know. But the thing is, I will get this money. It will take you, if it takes you a year, it takes you a year, but I will get this money.
You know
like,
what?
I did the work, like, you're paying me. Like, the amount of times, like, I've been fucked over by, like, Mimi on First, John Bird, Josh Stonewall.
Names.
All those people owe me money. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm just, like, I'm almost... I can't even say it. I'm almost I'm almost an age.
Oh, 40.
I'm almost shut the fuck up, you rancid little bitch. But
you're
like
almost 4 years old.
I just like I'm so fucking over it. And like I am a very nice person. I am sometimes too nice to a fault.
That's true.
But it's reaching the point, maybe after reality TV and deal with all these people that have like the amount of people I've worked for that have like sexually harassed me and then not paid me. It's just like,
you're bold as hell,
like,
bitch.
You are crazy.
Bold as hell.
Like,
yeah.
Like,
so moral of the story: don't fuck with people's money.
Don't fuck with people's money.
If you can't pay someone back, then don't like put yourself in debt.
Don't put yourself in debt. And the thing is, if you're a producer of a show, and if your show does not do as well as it does, you still owe your performers money because you gave them a guarantee. You gave them a guarantee. You owe them that guarantee. That is the agreement that you've come to.
Some people aren't cut out for this like freelance like performer lifestyle, like,
which is fine. It's hard as fuck.
Of course,
it's terrible. Like,
but it's like if you don't have the funds, what is it?
If you can't like,
how's it go?
If you don't got the cushion, don't be pushing.
No, the Jennifer Hudson video.
Funds.
What is it?
Oh God.
Insufficient fun. How does it go? I don't remember how it goes. Yeah. That.
It's that though, and like especially like I've done drag full time for like a couple years now with like in and out of side gigs, but it is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And like we do live like, I almost see certain gigs as like a big kill. Like, okay, I just killed a deer, so I can survive off this deer for a few months.
Okay, yeah.
In a way. So it's like, and this is one of those gigs where I was like, okay, this gig pays my rent and my utilities.
Got
and you know what? Yeah.
Big buck come back to the cabin. To keep me nice and fed through the winter.
I'm eating the skin, the bones. I'm eating the whole deer, bitch. I'm eating the whole thing.
Make a nice soup.
It is that shit. Just like there's like certain things that I'll just go into a rage about, and then
money will do it.
Money will do it. It's just because we like, and even like, oh God, here I go. Like televised drag shows. God, this has been. I thought it was so crazy. So this is coming out. Sophia Cristal. Crazy.
The biggest scam of all time.
That was a scam. But the thing is, though, we also need to like she made runner up on Drag Race.
She did an excellent job. Amazing. That's the thing. When she was announced, I was like, she's either gonna be in the top or win.
Yeah.
There's no ways around it.
And that's why I love that she's the first Philly person on Drag Race because she is our best.
She literally,
we're sending in our best.
I was like, thank God, because we could have got.
She's
a lot of other people.
But like she's amazing. But the fact that Drag Race right now, like they just finished season 16 and then 2 days later
announced
welcome All Stars.
Here's the thing.
It's just it moves so fast now. It's
just a money
way too fast.
Machine is all it is, and you can tell. Like, yeah, the quality of Drag Race has been bad for, I would say, 6 years now.
And even the looks, like the All Stars promo looks,
we can talk about that.
They're absolutely amazing. But that's the thing is like
they're rich.
They're so like plastic tiaras. Look, I was looking at it. I was like, we've passed the realm of wigs, and I don't even know, we're in more of these like.
This is something that I've noticed about drag that like has been annoying me recently. Like, call me fucking crazy.
You're crazy.
Okay, thank you. Drag queens should wear makeup. What's going on?
wait, what are you talking about?
Look at like Vanessa Mateo's promo look. Look at her face. She's wearing like Maybelline mascara and that's it. You have the opportunity to wear the craziest, coolest makeup in the world, and you people are stepping out looking like
Miss Vanjie.
Like little Miss Claire going to the grocery store.
But then there are people like Plastic Tiara who is just got gender by the fucking balls. Like,
yeah,
she just looks so I'm just like, beautiful in and out of drag.
I don't know. I don't think I'm explaining it well, but it's just like I feel like it's like I miss.
Her
like,
looks a little more. Oh my god!
Look at the makeup. Really zoom.
Yeah, actually, that's actually
really zoom
wild.
on the eye.
If you told me she didn't have a lash on, I'd believe you.
It's like, what are we doing here, you guys? Like,
these looks
what are these little
so
baby lashes?
Crazy.
You know what I think? It's like if you just want to, like, you know what? I'll get canceled. Never mind.
Oh my god!
Just
this
be
look
a
is
girl.
wild.
If that's what you want to do, then just be a girl.
I'm trying,
and you're succeeding. Like a lot of these drag queens, it's like I feel like this might be a hot take, but I don't care anymore. Sometimes drag, for experience, functions as like a conduit to being like trans, and like, you know, like it leads you to realize things, and you know, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Sure. But I feel like some of these girls don't even realize that they want not that they want to be trans, that they are like more queer than they think they might be.
Yeah.
And I feel like the ones who like are more focused on like looking more,
take the moans, baby,
you know, feminine and like the girly little makeup, tiny little fishy whatever. It's like, I think you guys have some soul searching. I think you need to look deep in within, because why are you doing this?
You might be a lady.
You might be a lady. I think you might be a lady. If you're really stepping out in these little tiny little frilly little eyelashes and the tiniest little baby lip, like, go be a pretty girl if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. And it's you know, it's hard for, at least, well, it was definitely hard for me, because I really, like, I always felt more comfortable in drag, and then it took me a while to dissect that.
Yeah.
But I always thought, I was like, no, there's like no way, just because I'm so much, like, I feel I look like so much of a man.
Okay.
So like, good God, I was like, there's no point in even starting that, because it's going to take forever. But then, but you know, it's, because it's one of those things, you know, in your heart of hearts, you do know a little bit.
I feel like a lot of these girls know.
Oh my God, I'm just looking at this real Plastic Tiara. This
Plastique
wig,
is another one where I'm like, are you sure, girl? You sure?
she's a hot dude though too. I think she just wants. She's just like,
She just
baby,
wants to feel it.
call me Hannah Montana. I got the best of both worlds.
Okay.
Oh my
Which
God,
is
this
fine.
wig
Maybe I'm
is
just being too short-sighted, and there's things I don't understand about it. But I don't know. I just miss like season 9 Drag Race, where everybody had like big crazy eyes, and like I feel like the perfect example of like a drag queen all around is like Roxy Andrews or something, where that bitch has makeup on. Okay,
yeah, she is mugged.
She has makeup fucking on.
Especially for like, I don't know. There used to be like so much more creative makeup.
Yeah,
I think there's a trend now to look as like womanly or as pretty as possible, and less more like exaggerated. Like that's why I fucking live for like Dawn and like the big eye girls.
Yes,
I love
like JK.
Yeah, JK's mug is just
people who really like
incredible.
Put fucking makeup on. I'm like, you guys are my favorite. Nothing, you know, no offense to the people who aren't doing all that. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's bad by any means. I'm just saying, like, I feel like a lot of you guys gotta figure some stuff out.
And there's ways you can do it, like Neo does. She does such like exaggerated, crazy, but she still looks like
a gorgeous girl. Yeah,
stunning. But it's like, I like that it's different. I like that you don't really know what you're gonna get with her.
Yeah, but you know what else I think it is, especially with the Drag Race girls, it's like they probably do drag all day every day, so they probably don't. They really just don't feel like it.
Yeah, no, it does also reach a point though. You're like, honey,
Vanessa
I'm taking
Mateo's
40...
probably like, bitch,
yeah, like,
let me put this little lash on.
You're gonna get me getting ready for 40 minutes, and that's it. I'm setting a timer and I'm done.
Like,
No, but I feel that too. Like it's tiring, but then you kind of get stuck in your same thing, and then it just turns into work, and you kind of lose why you like doing it.
Yeah.
Where I don't know.
And if you are a trans girl, good for you, because those are kind of the best drag queens, aren't they?
They are the most sickening, definitely 100%.
They're the most
sure.
entertaining, for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The ones that I'm thinking off the top of my head, like
it's transness is such an interesting and weird thing, because
you heard it here, folks.
You heard it. It's just so like, because for so long I was like, I'm just so. But I think it starts with like dysphoria,
right?
Being like looking in the mirror, that doesn't look how I think I should look or how I truly feel.
Okay.
And then
you get into drag.
Then you get into drag, and it starts with like, oh, honey, like, like in my head, like I like tweet about this the other day. Like I will never be able to grow hair out of my head down to my ass. That'll never happen.
The future is bright.
With the science we have now and the budget I have now, that'll never happen. So, but then it's like, so in order for me to be like, quote unquote, like passable, I would have to wear wigs like every day. I
mean, fuck it.
Which I wouldn't want to do every day, because we live in a part of the world with humidity.
That is true. I feel like you aren't super like preoccupied with like your transness and how you look, though. I feel like yours is a more internal.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like things like getting my lips done. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like,
and I got some laser yesterday.
That's the thing. It's such a personal process. Like, really, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. No one gives a fuck about what you're doing.
That's true, and I think
they're not looking at you and being like, they should really get more laser done.
And
if they are, you're a psychopath.
Like, because the way I present, like, for certain things I have to do in order to, like, which it is a privilege to be able to present male and just walk around the world like that. Yeah. Like, I do that, you have to do that sometimes, just because, like, I don't have it in me to get heckled on the subway today.
That is true. I mean, I hate to burst your bubble, but you do like a big old homo. So there's always that. Literally looking at you right now, you're wearing like a fucking like
my little crop
top girl's first sports bra
with a little lace on it.
Yeah, little lace, tootsies popping out.
I feel like it's very early 90s.
Yeah, it is.
Garbage vibes.
It's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do want to start moans though.
Do it, girl. Do it.
But yeah.
So shout out to you guys.
Oh, girl, we almost had an hour.
That's crazy. Well, anyway,
I have no idea what we talked about. Yeah,
today. We yelled, we screamed,
Pop
we laughed,
music
we
is
cried.
dead. Fuck CVS.
The girls are trans. CVS, fuck you. Pharmacy. If I find your name, I'm gonna name you on the next episode because you really pissed me off that day.
And bleep, 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 bleep. Please send me my money.
G-list celebrities.
Yeah, follow us at G-list celebrities. Ending on a positive note.
Love you so much. I love CVS. Love it. I love CVS.
All right. Bye guys.